This is an introduction to Fleming Middle School's Power Reading, also known as Accelerated Reader Program. As an 8th grade teacher, many of my students have had Power Reading since 6th grade, and they know that it took a lot of time and effort on their part to do well in Power Reading, but I don't think they always understand why Fleming invests a large sum of time and money into our reading program. The answer is simple. Studies have proven that the more time people spend reading, the better they become. Here's an example showing 3 different types of students. If student C reads 1 minute per day, this is how much they're reading per year, and this is what they're likely to score on the standardized tests, versus a student who reads 20 minutes per day is reading 1.8 million words per year, and they are more likely to score in the 90th percentile on standardized tests. Life isn't about scoring well on standardized tests, so here are 8 more reasons why reading is power and should be important to you. Number 1, reading is rewarding. I know many of you are used to being rewarded by your parents with praise or gifts for reading, or by your teachers by getting good grades, but reading is a reward in itself. Being able to read beautiful, inspiring words, or to be transported to a different world and experience different lives is a gift. The second reason to read is that reading builds your vocabulary. Those who read tend to have a more varied range of words to express how they feel and to get their point across. This increases exponentially with the more words you read, giving you a higher level of vocabulary to use in everyday life. Another reason to read is that reading makes you a better writer. It helps you find inspiration, gain knowledge, helps you learn the genres better, it makes you understand language better, and it can help you learn from experts. Can you imagine a musician who does not listen to music himself? The same question can be asked about writing. Every author writes for readers. No grammar rules and writing techniques will help you understand your reader if you do not read yourself. The fourth reason is that reading is hard, and hard is necessary. Even though people do not like to do things that are difficult, that is how we grow to become stronger and more interesting people. Reading has always come easily to me because I've done so much of it, but I have despised running my entire life. So I decided that I would choose running to be my challenge. It was miserable running on Wednesdays after school with the 5K club at first, but I kept going. And then I ran my first 5K. And now I'm running 10Ks. Choose to be the best reader you can be because the rewards will last for a lifetime. Reading also makes you smarter. Books offer an outstanding wealth of learning. A global study found that the number of books in a student's home has been strongly linked to academic achievement. When people enjoy reading, I compare it to finding delicious chocolate cake that makes you athletic without working out. You can get lost in a great book that isn't just entertaining you, but it will make you more intelligent for the rest of your life. Reading prepares you for the world of work. According to Kelly Gallagher in his book Reading Reasons, the literacy demands of the workplace are increasing. Due to automation, the number of unskilled jobs in the marketplace has decreased significantly. The next generation of unskilled workers has a much higher chance of being unemployed than ever before in our nation's history. Being a skilled reader is an asset when pursuing any career. Reading is also financially rewarding. The income that you earn in the future is closely related to the amount of education you achieve. You will earn more if you learn more. You will learn more if you read better. You read better if you read more. Therefore, time spent reading is a financial investment in the future. You're earning money right now, you just aren't being paid yet. Number 8. Reading opens doors to university and college. The requirements to be accepted into college have been growing increasingly. Being a strong reader is necessary to score well on college entrance exams like the SAT or ACT and to perform well after being accepted. The best way to prepare yourself is to spend time practicing. So by now you should understand why Fleming invests so much time and money into our reading program. It's for your benefit. As an added bonus, your time you spend in homeroom, so you get a half an hour every day to read, is worth 10% of your grade in English class. You should be reading in homeroom every day. You get a half an hour, and this page is in your agenda planner. I will give you a sticker or a piece of paper like this that has important information for you. Your GE stands for grade equivalent. So on this sticker, the 6-year GE6 equals 6th grade. ZPD stands for Zone of Proximal Development. This is the best range of levels to ensure that you understand what you're reading and to ensure that you are going to grow as a reader this year. The books that you read this year should be within your ZPD. So this is where you write it on your log. If you want to read above or below your ZPD, write me a note or come see me. So looking at the points here, I broke down for the 5-week, 10-week, 15, and 20-week report cards how many points you should earn toward reaching your 20-week reading goal. I'll enter it into Jupiter grades as a percentage. This is the AR goal setting chart that the teachers use based on 17 weeks of reading 30 minutes a day. According to this, the grade equivalent from your STAR test, these give us the points for your 5, 10, 15, and 20-week grading period. We enter the grades in Jupiter grades as a percentage, so by the 5-week report card, you technically should have 25%, 1/4 of your goal. So these are the grades for that period, and by the 20, you want to have 100% of your goal. If you're curious, your ZPD is determined by the results from the STAR reading test, the standardized test for assessment of reading. It's the 25 fill-in-the-blank questions that ask you to select an appropriate vocabulary word to complete a sentence. It's computer adaptive, so the questions adjust in level as you answer the questions. I think most students know this, but how do students reach their goals? Picture books are typically worth about half a point only. Chapter book points are determined by the length of the book, and the points you earn are based on the percent correct on a test. So if you get 80% of the questions correct, then you get 80% of the book's point value. AR tests consist of 5 to 20 multiple choice questions about the book. What do you notice about the final power reading scores of my classes? Here's a screenshot of another year. What pattern do you see? I didn't make this up. These are real results from the past 3 years. All of these students spent 30 minutes in homeroom almost every day where they were expected to read. As you can see, some made the most of that time, so 36 students in this year's class, and 98 here wasted that time. And now the choice is yours. There's a book for everyone. Just like people like different kinds of movies or TV shows, there are books for mystery, suspense, science fiction, drama, romance, historical fiction, sports, animals, vampires, cultures, traveling, humor, horror. To find books, ask your homeroom teacher, visit Fleming's library, go to a local public library, or ask your English teacher. There are many books that have been popular with students in the past, and many of these books have changed people's lives, including my own. Reading teaches, expands our minds, enriches our lives, shapes our dreams, opens doors, and inspires us to become who we are.